Welcome to Remelations. We're your hosts. I'm Mindy.
I'm Brooke.
Remelations is a dream interpretation podcast where we read listeners' dreams, from nightmares to the just plain bizarre. Join us as we give you our comedic interpretation of your fucked up REM cycle. Hey, friends, this week is our birthday episode, so we have something special for you. I'm reading one of my dreams that has to do with vacations, robbers, and mini elevators in foreign countries.
Sure.
As well as a story about some unfortunate man in Gaga who had a unique dream.
And accident.
We also have a listener ask us anything, so we're going to answer your questions, so stay tuned for that. Mm-hmm. All right, bestie, let's get started.
Woo!
I've got a mega pint of wine.
I've got a bunch of seltzers.
What flavor?
In a Starbucks container bottle.
It all works.
They're strawberry. They're both strawberry. That's all I could fit was 2. Otherwise, I would have filled it up more.
Oh yeah,
it's our birthday party.
It's our birthday party. I'm drinking something different today. I'm drinking Sauvignon Blanc.
Sauv Blanc. Wow.
Yeah. I know. It's different. I usually don't go with the Sauv Blanc, but
how are you liking
there's
it?
a reason. It's good.
I'm glad you like it.
Bestie, it's here. This is our birthday episode extravaganza.
Extravaganza. It's what you've been waiting for your whole life.
Little did you know that this is what you were waiting for your whole life.
Right.
But it probably was.
Yeah, you're going to love it.
Yeah, this episode's going to be a little bit different than any other episode. So just to give you a heads up, I'm going to share one of my dreams, and then I have a little story, but then we have a lot of unique, fun things we're going to do after that are going to be new and different and fun.
I'm very excited.
I can tell you're just like bursting with excitement over there.
I am. It's going to be fun. I remember our sleepovers, and we're going to do some stuff that we used to do during our sleepovers and whatnot.
I have a Ouija board. It's a little hard to do it over the internet, though.
That'd be hard to do.
Let's
on
save
the
that
podcast.
one.
We'll just save that one maybe for a live show.
That'd be a little creepy, though.
A little creepy.
Like, I don't want to do it alone in my house.
No. I don't think you should do that.
All right. Well,
I can't wait. This is a good one.
I told you about this.
It has drawings, so I know I'm going to love it.
It has drawings, and it's 5 pages long.
Say what?
It is. Buckle in, bestie, because this is the probably longest, most detailed dream I've had since we started doing this podcast.
OMG. I can't wait.
So this is a dream I just had actually the night before my birthday. So it kind of fits. So I wonder if any of that seeped into my unconscious.
Maybe.
But here it goes.
God, I'm so excited.
The dream begins and I'm taking some sort of trip or vacation.
Nice.
Obviously.
Nice.
Just was on vacation.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense. I'm in a parking garage. I get out of a parked car. I follow a woman through hallways, stairs, and elevators. I don't know who she is, and I don't know where she's leading
Mindy,
me.
don't follow strangers. Don't follow randos. You don't know who she is.
But it's like I knew I had to follow her, so I'm just following her. We end up on the second floor mezzanine of this large marble foyer with this grand staircase on either side of the entrance.
Okay.
We walk down the stairs to the first floor, and I briefly hear someone mention, "It's Mandalay Bay parking."
Oh, nice. You're in Vegas.
I must be in Vegas. Vegas, baby. So
does this woman know you're creepily following her?
No, she drove me there.
Oh, she did. Oh, I'm sorry.
So I mean, we both got out of the car together. But I don't know who she is.
I thought you just like got out of your car, saw her, and started.
No. So I don't know. She drove me there. I don't know who she is, though. Okay. So just as we're walking through the front doors, I hear someone say it's Mandalay Bay parking. I'm like, okay. Scene change.
Of course.
Rando lady is now gone.
Oh, okay.
I'm now in some sort of Airbnb with my kids. I notice it's a little outdated and run down. I look around and see the place is a mess.
Uh-oh. They didn't even clean for you?
No, it was like we were there. It was like our mess.
Oh, your mess. Okay.
And just like any mom on vacation, I begin cleaning up and doing dishes as my kids are lounging around, laying in beds and pull-out sofas, watching TV on this like big old school, like 1980s TV box.
That probably
thing.
weighed
huge,
a metric ton.
They always did, right? We just redid our basement, like last year, and we had this huge like rear projector TV. We had to hire these two young guys to come take it out because we're like,
They
that ain't
were
moving.
so heavy.
So heavy.
Like ridiculously heavy.
Next, I remember trying to pack up our stuff because I know our trip is over and we have to go home now.
Ooh.
I walk into the kitchen and I step in a puddle of water.
Uh-oh.
I inspect closer and I see that the sink, which is like on a kitchen island, is leaking. A lot. I don't even remember turning it on, but I must have left the water running.
Uh-oh.
So this is what I'm thinking to myself.
Okay.
I quickly turn off the water.
Oh.
Just then, a rando cranky old landlord lady comes into the living room. No knock, just bursts in through the front door.
Welcome.
Like,
welcome.
I don't know who you are, but I thought it was kind of weird. Like, I thought it was rude not to knock, but I guess it was her place.
Yeah, but she's still renting it out to
Some
you guys.
privacy would be nice.
She still can't just barge in there.
No. She walks across the living room, around the kids and all their beds, and opens the door that I hadn't noticed before.
Oh, no.
It looks like a bedroom door, but when you open it, it was almost like a basement door. When you open up the door and you like go down a set of stairs.
Yeah.
But I thought it was weird because our condo was on the second floor. So it was like randomly going to, there was like a separate entrance, but then like this was just randomly going to like the apartment below, I guess.
Is that okay? Because there seems like a lot of lack of privacy in this stream.
Right? I thought it was a little bit odd, but I was like, okay, it was just weird. So she disappeared down the stairs. As she walked down the stairs, I heard her say to my kids,
Oh, no.
I hope your mom brought her copy of her homeowner's insurance. Like very specifically, that sentence.
Yes, I brought my declaration page from my insurance.
How much
I have
liability
it
do you
right
have?
here. What is your deductible?
Too much. It's always too much. Now I look back to the kitchen where the sink is, and instead of just like the faucet on, the whole back of the island was like gushing water everywhere.
From where? Like pipes?
Yes, it must have been. I deduct that this lady must know about this leak and must have gotten a call from the tenants downstairs. The lower unit must be flooding.
Yeah, it must be.
Now, this kitchen island isn't a normal kitchen island. It's made up of pieces of old wood fence. So, like, think like a wood fence slats. And
This is like a very Joanna type of kitchen island where she would use
right?
like,
I'm
repurposed
gonna make
wood
it
to make
beautiful.
beautiful.
Hashtag
What is Joanna? What's her last?
Gaines. What is Joanna Gaines'
What is
dream?
Joanna Gaines' dream? We can throw Chip in there too, right?
Oh, yeah. Well,
But
a twofer.
Maybe they dream the same.
I think it's
They're
about like
so-
renovating houses.
They're so connected.
So cute. Do you watch like
I used
those
to.
shows? Yeah.
Their new one though, like that's on. I don't know what it's on anymore. It's streaming somewhere.
Yeah.
But I used to watch it all the time.
Yes.
But
yeah.
I haven't seen
Like,
it recently.
the
but
flip
I
ones.
loved
Yeah.
it.
I know. Yeah. Well, let us know
Now I
what you
learned all
dream.
about shiplap. You know, I never heard
I mean,
of
I
it before.
think that's the whole world knows about shiplap. Well, this was really shitty shiplap, just so you know.
Okay, it sounds like it.
So the whole kitchen island is just leaking water everywhere. And I noticed the water has made the island like bow out. Like, so the island is normally like up and down, right? Straight up and
Yeah.
down. And now it's like leaned at a 45-degree angle, just
That's-
gushing water.
Big angle.
I also noticed there's about a foot of water in the kitchen now.
So
I'm
you
like,
know
oh.
it's for sure leaking down.
It's not a good thing. I better get that homeowner's insurance
You
policy
better
out.
get that policy
Just
out.
highlight
It better
it.
be laminated because of all the water.
So I'm getting worried that the landlord lady is going to notice this. So I get behind, like she didn't know, right? So I get behind the island and I start pulling it back to like its normal position. Like I'm just all my might.
Hold it there, like lean
Like,
on, like everything's
Fine. Don't mind the water. Do you need any like galoshes?
We're just making a lot of pasta on the floor.
So I'm pulling as hard as I could to get it back to the way it was. After a while, I just realized it's time we have to go. We have to leave. So I walk out of the kitchen. But I wasn't leaving because like the kitchen was flooding. I just was leaving because I know like our vacation time was up. Like we had to go.
What good
Now.
timing though, right when the kitchen's full.
Bye.
Sorry, gotta go. Gotta catch a
About
flight.
that. So I had, at this point, I have no idea what the kitchen situation is or where the landlord left, but I'm just like, bye.
Gotta go.
Yeah. So I tell the kids I'm going to bring out a load of stuff to the car. So I had this green reusable grocery bag that had a bunch of shit in it. I just feel it's like heavy. It's got stuff in it. And then I also was going to grab this big blue plastic tub, like one of those like Tupperware big plastic tubs. But I decided to leave the tub because it was like just too bulky to carry.
But it had your stuff in it? Like you're just
like
leaving your stuff behind?
Oh, no, the kids were still there. Like I was just making like the first trip of
okay. I was
running stuff to the car.
So that was going to be another trip.
That's another trip. I just got this green bag. Just one little green bag for some reason.
You know, you got to just take it easy sometimes.
Yeah.
Take one little bag out to the car.
So I start walking again and end up in that large marble foyer. I start walking up the stairs when all of a sudden I hear a commotion.
Okay.
I look behind me and I see a bunch of guys in white jumpsuits.
Oh, no.
And masks.
They're coming for you, Mindy.
Rushing up the stairs.
Oh, no.
Do you know who Marshmallow is? The rapper Marshmallow? He's like a DJ. I think he's more a DJ than a rapper.
Am I cool if I say yes or no? Because I really have no idea who Marshmallow is.
Okay, so he's, if for our bestie that doesn't know, Marshmallow, I'm going to show you a picture and then you can explain it to our bestie.
Okay. Is this like a current?
Yeah.
DJ? You said he's a DJ?
Yeah, I think yeah.
Oh, that is creepy. Why is he called Marshmallows? It looks like he's got a burlap sack on his head. Is it
a marshmallow? It's like a big white marshmallow on his head.
Oh, it looks okay. It's hard to tell. Oh, I see. Okay, marshmallow,
yeah.
But he's got like creepy eyes. Yeah, they're like dead eyes and a creepy smile and a marshmallow shaped helmet hat.
Yeah, so you can't see any of his face. It's just like a giant marshmallow
white
on his head.
And like X eyes and a creepy smile.
Yeah.
I don't like him.
That's what was chasing me up the stairs now.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
I do not like it either. And so I get to the second story and I tuck behind this large marble vase sculpture thing. Okay?
Lots of marble.
I don't know why. It's so fancy.
This building.
Speaking of redoing kitchens.
Oh,
I would love beautiful
marble counters.
I reach into my green bag. Now, this is where it gets weird.
Oh, okay.
It was like I was semi-dream aware. Like I knew I had to look in my bag at that moment.
Okay.
But I couldn't understand why I knew that in my dream. I take out a small, neatly folded piece of lined paper and I open it up. Okay. It says... Waiting for the dramatic pause, I said. What does
it say?
Robbery. 2:30 to 3 p.m.
Very specific. Is this the robbery? Is it 2:30?
I think it is. So now I'm like completely confused as how I knew to look in my bag for that note.
You're part of this, baby.
And that's the point. So now I'm torn between being scared of the robbers, but also comforted like I knew I was in on it somehow.
Yeah, so you weren't going to get hurt or something. Like you knew something.
Kind of. So now this argument's playing out in my mind in my dream.
Oh my God.
I'm in on it. I must be a bad guy. Mm-hmm. So I'm probably safe. But what if I'm an informant and they find me with this note and they will probably kill me?
Oh, you are in big trouble.
So now I have no idea. They started coming up the stairs fast and they're getting close to where I'm hiding. Somehow I knew that the robbery was on the second floor as well, even though it wasn't written down on the note.
You just knew.
But nonetheless, instead of waiting to find out what side I was on, I decided to hurry up to the third floor so they wouldn't see me. Okay. Plus, I figured I had to get back to that Mandalay Bay parking garage anyways.
Oh, yeah, especially if it's on the third floor. What a weird floor for a parking garage to be on the third floor.
On the third. The second floor is obviously something that was worth stealing.
Right? There's something fancy there.
But if it's Mandalay Bay or some sort of casino, I kind of get it.
Maybe they have a fancy exhibit going on.
Like thinking of like
diamonds.
Like Ocean's 11, 12, 13, 14, all of them. I love them.
All of the oceans.
All of the oceans. The Pacific, the Atlantic, the Baltic Sea.
Well, that's a body of water for sure.
Sure. The Caribbean Sea. I'm just going to go. Lake Michigan. All of them.
All of the oceans. Lake Michigan, the Caribbean Sea, all of the oceans.
All of the oceans. In my hurry.
Okay. Continue.
Okay. I'm in this hurry because now I'm like, they're right on my tail.
Yeah.
And so in my hurry, I got turned around and I started to get lost.
Uh-oh.
I kept thinking to myself, I didn't park the car. The rando woman did.
Right.
So I wasn't paying attention to where she really parked it. So how am I ever going to find this car?
Like, how are you going to drive it? Do you have keys?
I don't know. So in my haste, I decided to take a mini elevator to what I thought was the Mandalay Bay parking.
What is a mini elevator?
That's funny because the next sentence I wrote said, "Let me explain the mini elevator."
Okay.
This is an elevator like you've never seen.
Oh.
Very detailed.
Okay.
So I step in this elevator.
Oh, no.
A glass door closes behind me. I look forward and I see the elevator take off. This elevator was small. It had 4 rounded glass on all sides. So it's kind of like
like a tube?
like a tube, kind of, yeah. Like an oblong type tube. But
Okay.
the bottom was like a red braided metal. So like you could like look down through the floor and see the ground.
I don't like that.
These elevators could only take 1 passenger at a time.
Very small then.
I remember thinking it was good I didn't bring that big blue tub because it wouldn't have fit.
I was just going to say,
weird.
it's a good thing you only brought that little green bag.
Isn't it weird, like, how I, like, relate things back to the beginning of my dream? Like,
It's a callback. It's a callback.
It's a callback. It's a dream callback. So I look around and I see that there are other mini elevators just like mine.
Oh.
Carrying their single passengers in all sorts of directions.
Oh, this doesn't seem like the most efficient thing. Individual elevators?
Now, I could see how these mini elevators worked. The cars were zipping down what looked like a telephone line, like telephone lines.
Okay.
And it was attached on the top like a ski lift.
Okay. Got it.
All right. More details. There was no bench and no seat, just enough space to stand.
It's almost like a phone booth.
Yeah, it was like a traveling phone booth.
Traveling phone booth.
It's exactly what it was. And it was red. That is interesting. I never made that correlation. Above the glass to the front of me was a handle. So it was kind of like those handles like on public buses or on trains. Like you can just like a strap. Like you can hold on to.
Hang on to it.
Yeah, you can just hang on to it if you need to. But it was a handle / emergency brake.
Well,
so I was kind of afraid to like use it because I'm like, what if I pull it the wrong way?
Yeah, those should be 2 separate things. An emergency brake and something to hang on to. Shouldn't be combined.
No. So I did notice that it was a handle if you pushed it, but it was an emergency brake if you pulled it.
Well,
but I was like, I'm not going to mess with
Yeah,
this.
like what if you stumble a little bit? And...
No. So I was afraid I would do it wrong, so I decided not to hold on.
Just
random detail.
Balancing.
Because I didn't want to risk like emergency stopping in the middle of, I don't know where I am.
No, you don't want that embarrassment. You're like, I did it.
A few moments into my ride, I realized something was very, very wrong. This ride was taking way too long.
No.
I then knew I must have gotten on the wrong elevator.
Oh, no.
I was not going to Mandalay Bay parking.
From Mandalay Bay, you weren't going to Mandalay Bay parking. Where were you going?
Well, I'm going to tell you. Okay. The total ride lasted maybe 10 minutes.
Okay. Well, where were you going? That's a long ride when you don't know what's going on or where you're going. I'd be scared. That's a long time.
It was a long time. And I was like starting to feel like claustrophobic and like just kind of like a panic, like, whoa, crap. My kids are still at the Airbnb. I just have this, like, where am I going?
You're like pulling a total Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. You're like in a phone booth. You're traveling somewhere.
I don't know where.
No idea where you're going or what
I haven't seen that movie in decades, so.
It's so good.
It is a good one.
So good.
Okay, so the total ride was about 10 minutes, and I finally arrive at my destination, and the elevator door opened, and I got out. The elevator immediately closes behind me and zooms off.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
So no way of getting back to wherever you need to go.
I quickly could tell I was no longer in the U.S.
Oh, shit. This elevator went really far in 10 minutes.
That's the point. It's so weird.
Where are you?
I must have fast-tracked it to another country.
Yeah, obviously.
Part of me was amazed at how revolutionary this new mode of travel was. I was like, wow, that's incredible.
10 minutes.
10 minutes. I could be halfway across the world.
Only one little green bag you can bring, though. So keep
right,
that in mind when you choose this mode of transportation.
This was going to change the way of travel forever. Mm-hmm. So I was excited to think about it. I'm like, wow, this is amazing. I didn't know this existed.
Like, I just did it.
But then I got worried because I have no idea where I was. Again, like kind of this like roller coaster of emotion. Like, oh, this is really cool. Wait a minute, this is not
Very
cool.
up and down.
So I take in my surroundings. I'm in what seems to be an elementary school.
Okay, so you're in a foreign country's elementary school?
Yep.
Okay. Got it.
I start to get worried I'm not welcome here. And someone is going to find out I'm American.
Uh-oh. The dreaded American.
I know. And that's the thing. I've only traveled to one place, and that was Jamaica.
Yeah.
Like, this was not Jamaica. This was like, this is a place.
Jamaica.
I don't know. Well, I'll tell you where it is because I get to it eventually.
Okay, but let's keep going.
I see a teacher coming out of the classroom. I put the hood up on my jacket. Thank God I was wearing a hoodie.
Yeah, thank God.
And I turn to walk in the opposite direction. It's like of her. So like, because I don't know where I am or if I'm welcome. She mistakes me for a student and tells me to get down to the car pickup line.
Uh-oh.
The school has been over for quite a while now, and my mom was waiting for me.
Well, geez, don't make her wait any longer. Get down there.
I didn't speak because I didn't want her to know I was a foreigner. Told you, this is a long-ass dream. Okay.
It's very specific.
So specific. It just went on and on and on. Okay. I turn down a hall, and I find a high-top, like, bar table in a corner.
Yes.
You find those at elementary schools all the time.
That's where you find them, really.
Yeah. I mean, I love a good high top. Don't get me wrong. I sit down, and I start to evaluate the situation.
Oh,
Because
no.
I'm a Virgo. You're a Virgo. Birthday episode. Holla. We are planners. So it's like, if I'm in a situation I don't know, and this is just me in real life, I'm going to sit down and be like, let me evaluate.
Let me formulate a plan.
Let me formulate a plan. I'm not going to go all like willy-nilly on this.
No way.
Got to be very careful.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I realize at this point I got dropped off in a country and I don't know where I am. I don't have any money. I don't have a passport, and I'm lost.
These are not.
Those are the facts I know. Like, I know those facts. I start digging in this green bag to see what I had in it because I really had no idea like what was packed in there. So I'm like, okay, what do I got to work with here? See what'll help me survive until I can get back home.
I hope there's a passport in that bag.
Well, it doesn't look good. It's like what I literally wrote. It doesn't look good. There is
like chapstick.
one notebook.
Oh no.
That all the pages are mostly written on.
Oh no.
And about 5 pounds worth of crayons and markers. And one pencil. That's it.
I'm glad that's what you decided was the most important bag to take with you first.
Yeah.
I mean, who doesn't need 5 pounds of crayons and markers?
Well, it's heavy.
I mean, I could use that on a daily basis.
Great crayons that last forever.
Yeah, they do.
But as soon as they get dull, it's like not the same, you know how it is.
But not if you have one of those 64 boxes.
Oh, you got
remember, like it has like the sharpener.
That's the one I always wanted back to school supply shopping. My parents are like, that's too much money.
Yeah, and it's like, why do you need 64 crayons? It's because of the sharpener.
That's it.
That's it.
Did you see? So it's funny because my daughter just informed me she had this project to do tonight. And so she's like, I need some crayons. I'm like, and she's a junior in high school. So she needs crayons. I'm like, okay.
Crayons.
Like, I think maybe some down in the basement by the craft stuff. She walks downstairs and there's like 3 crayons in the bin. And she's like, what happened to all the crayons? I'm like, you haven't played with crayons probably in like 5 years? Easily. So she decided she wanted to go out to Target and get some crayons. I'm like, now here's the question. I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna text her because she's gonna be back soon. What crayon box did she get? Did she get the 64?
And I want to see if she actually went out to buy crayons or she just wanted to get out and like
Joyride?
go to Target for a minute.
No, I think she really did. She was trying to do her homework. Very astute kid. But she wanted like the world of, you know how they have now the world of colors, the skin tones of like around the world? Have you seen this crayon box?
That's cool. No.
It's amazing. Like, because I remember as a kid, and because I didn't know any better, like this is skin color because that was the color of my skin.
Yeah.
But now they have like this whole 64 box of crayons that have all different skin tones.
Just skin tones,
yes.
64? That's awesome.
It is amazing. And good for Crayola for deciding, like,
yes,
we don't need just nude, like one color.
No.
It's very narrow-minded.
It's got different hues.
Yes. And so she decided she was going to get that. So I know that's
cool.
coming, but I don't know what else she's going to buy. She's got my debit card.
I definitely want to see that.
Okay, so I've got 5 pounds of crayons. I hope I have like all the colors of skin tones that I need.
I hope so too.
Okay, and 1 pencil. I feel it's best to use the pencil. Here's my logic. Because I'm not sure if people in this country use crayons. So it will like...
What are you using the pencil for?
Well, I'm making a plan, Brooke.
Oh, you're writing it out.
I have a notebook. And I have a pencil now. But I chose a pencil because I didn't want to look like an outsider.
No, or a baby. Like,
or an elementary school
holding,
kid.
like one of those giant crayons,
those
that's
big
really,
ones.
Like, thick. You're like just marking up your notebook.
Didn't need that. So I take out the notebook and I try to find a page that has room to write on it. I keep flipping the pages and it seems to take forever. It was like strange how filled up this like notebook was. It was just math, words, and like I didn't draw. It was like full of just everything.
But it was your notebook.
I think.
Maybe, and like you're doing math and you're
sure. Like who doesn't do math on vacation?
It sounds like fun.
No. Math and I are not friends.
No.
So I finally find like a half blank page. I'm like, okay, half a page is all I need. I just got to write a plan. I got to write my plan
down.
I check out my phone. So luckily my phone is also with me.
Okay, well, that's a blessing. That's the one thing you have going for you. At least you have a phone.
I have a phone. And it works internationally. So also good.
You got some international coverage there. Okay.
So I take out my phone. I start to dial this number. I'm not sure how I knew this number, but it was a call center to the elevator airline.
Wait.
It was called the elevator airline number, I guess. I just didn't.
Is that the little phone booths on the phone wire? That's the elevator airline.
That's the elevator airline.
And you have the customer service
I just
number?
happen to have the customer service memorized. 1888. Fly now.
Fly
No, let's see. We got to come up with a
phone.
Mini.
Phone.
Oh God.
Travel.
You have 7 to work with.
Travel flight.
Bad trip. 188 bad trip.
Bad trip. 1-800 bad trip. If you want to experience
elevator airlines.
Elevator airline.
Okay, mini elevator. Let's not get them confused.
Mini because it's single
person only. Okay, so I dial this number. God, God. Random.
Who answers?
A woman answers.
Okay.
I explained to her my situation, how I got on this mini elevator, and I was trying to go to Mandalay Bay parking, but now I don't even know where I am, but I just I know I'm not in the U.S.
Right.
She tells me to hold.
Okay.
Please hold.
You're like, please just help. Don't put me on
She had to get her manager on the line. So, okay, it takes a few minutes.
Okay. Oh, God, more minutes. You could be in another country by this time.
Right.
It only took you
I could be
10
back
minutes to get
back to my Airbnb.
Back to where Mandalay Bay.
So while I'm on hold, this other scene develops where I see the kid that was supposed to be in the pickup line.
Oh, okay. The one that you were mistaken for
and
in the hoodie?
Yes, and he looks at me, and I look at him, and we acknowledge each other. He's like, thanks for covering for me, and he walks away.
You're
okay.
Like, oh, shit.
Gotcha, kid. Gotcha, Tommy.
Nope. No problem, bro.
Can you tell me where the fuck I am? Okay, so a man's voice gets on the phone, and he introduces himself as Matt.
Hi, Matt.
He takes a few minutes to triangulate my phone to tell me where I am.
Oh, God, where are you?
I'm in the town of...
No, what? Where? What?
Sauvignon Blanc. That is the name of the town I am in.
Do you know what country Sauvignon Blanc is in?
I do. I do.
I was just joking, but where is it?
So, which is why I normally don't drink Sauvignon Blanc, but I thought it was fitting for this evening.
It's so
and
fitting.
It is delicious.
Okay, well, maybe you have a new thing now. We have to give a shout out to our bestie Joy because I learned what her 3 favorite wines were, and now I have them memorized because she told me. And so in my head, I always go, Rosé, Sancerre, Sauv Blanc. Rosé, Sancerre, Sauv Blanc.
Sheep, woof, woof. Sheep, woof, woof. I mean, it's kind of...
Rosé, Sancerre, Sauv Blanc. So she'll be very happy.
Joy, this is for you. So I'm in the town of Sauvignon Blanc. Very fancy. I don't think there's a town named this in the world, but in my dream, I obviously like wine. Okay. Although I don't know much about this town, I do know a little bit in my dream about it.
Well, good.
I knew it was in the northern part of France.
Okay.
Where it borders Russia.
Oh, well, that's not okay. Well, that's not correct.
That is correct. And in real life, I know France does not border Russia. It borders Germany. But in my dream, it bordered Russia. Okay.
Okay. Fair enough.
And so because it was in the northern part of France, it was not friendly towards the Americans because they were sympathizing with the Russians.
Oh.
Okay.
Got
last
it.
page.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
So I explained to Matt, I don't know how I'm going to survive. I have no food, no place to stay, no passport to get home, and that mini elevator just dropped me off there and left. No money, nothing. I got crayons, a notebook, and a pencil.
Oh my God. But it only took you 10 minutes to get to France. So
hey,
there you go.
There's that.
If you want a positive thing from this dream, 10-minute trip to France.
Plus, I tell Matt, I don't even know how to speak the language.
But you took French.
At least I haven't spoken French since high school. When I was in French class with my Mon Ami Brooke.
Oh, my Mon Ami Mindy. Well, it was Mon Ami.
I was Emily.
Oh, I was Dominique.
Oh, Emily and Dominique. Oh, oui, oui, yes.
Oui, oui.
But here's the thing. So now at this point, as soon as I said that I don't speak the language, I had this weird epiphany that they must speak English because the teacher and the student both spoke English to me.
Sure.
So, okay.
And they spoke English to you first. But
yes, here's the weird thing I'm thinking is I can't formulate a language I don't know in my dream.
Oh.
So there's no way it could be a foreign language because I don't speak a foreign language.
Right.
Because us Americans are idiots and we don't learn anything other than English.
Yeah, English and standard measurements. No one knows what the metric system is.
What the hell?
Here.
I mean, look at people of Europe and how cultured they are, and all their countries are so close together, and they can speak usually multiple languages, and you're like, that's amazing, and it's so beautiful to be that worldly. Not here. We're a bunch of idiots. So, in my dream, we obviously had to speak English because my subconscious doesn't know anything else. So I thought that was an interesting takeaway.
It is.
Next thing I know, there's a rando man sitting next to me.
Oh no! Out of nowhere.
He just.
Where are you, by the way? So you get off this mini elevator.
Yeah. So
and you're just in limbo. Is it like a waiting room?
No, I'm in a quarter of this elementary school. Now where the teacher walked out of. I turned down a different hall.
Okay.
And I'm sitting at the high top bar table.
Okay, got it.
Rando man just walks up and sits down. I'm kind of worried because I'm like, oh shit, I'm figured out.
Is he at the high top with you?
He sat at the high top with me.
Is there only one?
Yep. He tells me he works for the school, and he must have overheard my story on the phone. And he told me he'd help me get back to America. Looks-wise, I don't know who this, rando guy is. He doesn't look like anyone I know in real life.
Okay.
But in my dream, his mannerisms were a lot like my husband, Mark's. His mannerisms were like him, but it didn't look like Mark.
Okay, well, maybe it was a representation.
I think so, because I started getting upset while I was waiting on hold, and he puts his arm around me and comforted me in a way that Mark does to me. When I get upset, Mark he hugs me and holds me in a certain way, like any relationship, right? And so
I know, that's so cute though.
In my dream, this rando guy that didn't look like Mark, but maybe it was Mark, just kind of held me.
It was him. Yeah.
Okay. Matt comes back on the phone. Manager Matt.
Manager Matt.
And he explains that there was a glitch in the mini elevator. And I should have never been taken to Sauvignon Blanc.
That is too far.
Nope. He starts giving me suggestions of churches and shelters that will at least provide me with a meal.
Well, that's very nice, Manager
Not helpful.
Matt. But guess what? I have a bunch of kids back
Can
where
you just
I was.
Bring this mini elevator back to me. Why can't you do that?
Why can't I just go back to the Mandalay Bay? That's what I want to know.
Right? So he said it was going to take a while to get things cleared up and get me back home. So I suggest, can I just go to the U.S. Embassy? See, this is where I'm thinking, it ties into your vacation. Because I'm when you couldn't get back, I'm I'll call the U.S. Embassy and get you back.
You were so sweet. You're I'm going to call them. Thank you so much, by the way.
You're welcome. Matt said that wasn't a safe option, but wouldn't explain why. Huh. Then I kind of was thinking, maybe because it was bad press, if this mini elevator company sent an American to, he's not going to help.
Sauvignon Blanc.
into like
The
hostile
most
territory.
dangerous city in the world, Sauvignon Blanc.
So I'm like, okay, well, Matt's no longer helpful to me.
No, Matt can shove it.
So before I get, but before I can get off oh, sorry, I'm gonna have another drink of wine because I can't get this sentence out.
Have some more Sauvignon Blanc.
I should take like a crate home.
Yeah,
It wouldn't have fit in that mini elevator though. It wouldn't have fit. I mean, maybe a bottle.
Too bad you didn't have like a bottle or two in that green bag.
Shoulda.
I bet you could have fit one or two.
Yeah, but I would have totally been drinking that. Like,
take 2.5 pounds of crayons out. I think 2.5 pounds would be enough. You have 5.
yes, right? Who
Throw
needs
a
that
bottle
many?
or two. You don't. You
don't.
only need 2 pounds of crayons. It's a proven fact.
Okay, well, so Matt gets back on the phone with me, and I remember him giving me a website I needed to go to.
Oh, no.
He spelled out the web address to me, but being dyslexic, I couldn't quite write it down correctly. So every time he would tell me he'd spell it out, and I would like write it down. I'm like, wait, was that a D or was it a B? Was it a S or a C? Like, I was getting very flustered because he was like rushing me off the phone. This is the web address.
Rushing
me off the phone. I kept getting all the letters mixed up when I was trying to write it down. So I asked Matt to repeat the address. The woman who originally answered the call repeats it again and then hangs up on me.
Oh, rude. What if you didn't get it?
Well, I didn't. And so I was sitting there like trying so hard to remember.
Well, I didn't.
And in real life, I am dyslexic, so it is really hard.
At that
I know
part
you're
of
not.
it.
But I get things messed up so often. And even like editing this podcast, I get my words backwards a lot and I edit it all out because no one wants to hear me say things backwards. But in numbers are usually really bad for me.
Numbers are worse. Yeah.
Numbers are the worst for me. So like if we have a bride getting ready in room 321, I will say like 213 or whatever. They'll all be jumbled up. So I'll just go to the wrong room sometimes.
You just have to, hopefully it's only 3 numbers because then you only have a couple choices.
I was trying hard to remember it, and it was something like FLEISEL.FM.
So like just
Fleecel
random letters.
.FM.
So nothing you could really remember unless you memorize all those letters.
Right. So all I knew was a radio station website.
KLab 105.FM.
Those were my next steps getting home. So if I didn't remember it, I don't know what's going to happen.
I hope you wrote it down.
I wrote it down.
Okay, cool.
Fleecel FM, but I don't know if Fleecel FM was right. And you know what's weird? So like after I woke up the next morning and I typed out this stream, I did look up Fleecel FM and it doesn't exist.
Oh, I was like, oh my God.
But we might have to buy that domain.
I think we do. Fleecel FM.
Fleecel FM. So,
what kind of music does that station play, do you think?
French music.
French.
Just French.
Just
like, just French slow jazz.
Oh, not like Jordy. Remember Jordy?
No.
That baby. Remember it was like a music video when we were in high school? It was that baby who sang a song and he was French and it was like, oh la la, oh baby. Oh.
This is vaguely remember. But
it is.
Vaguely familiar.
We have to look this up and put it in the show notes at least because his name was Jordy.
Okay.
He was a French, if I'm remembering correctly, a French baby who had a music video in the 90s. And I'm pretty sure he was a one-hit wonder. Okay,
well, that's what we're doing. We're going to put that in. We'll probably link it to YouTube in our Facebook group. If you're not part of our Facebook group, go do it because there's so many amazing, fun people in there.
Yeah.
So that's just, if you search for Remelations Besties, you'll find us on Facebook. But yeah, we'll have to find that and put it on there.
Jordy. I think once you see it, you'll totally remember who little baby Jordy.
It's vaguely familiar.
Yeah, it's disturbing though, like to have a baby singing. I don't know.
And that's not normal. I mean, give me the Macarena every day.
Yeah, I'll take that.
So at this point, like I'm writing down Fleecel.fm, but I know it's wrong. So I know there's like letters wrong in there. And so I start panicking and I start crying in my dream.
Oh no.
And then I woke up. Just like that. Like I don't know my next steps and
no, so you never got resolution.
I never got out of Sauvignon Blanc.
Oh no, that horrible city. Sauvignon Blanc, France. Never go there if it exists. Even if you get a 10-minute trip there.
That was it. I mean, but how all over the board was that? I mean, it just went on forever.
Up and down and all around. And It was good though.
I think it was one of those dreams that, we talked about before, like where you kind of wake up and then you can restart the dream.
Were you able to do that?
So I think that's like one of those dreams. Like I was like kind of like in and out of REM cycles.
In and out. Okay.
But it continued the same dream.
Oh my God.
But
I just wish you would have been able to finish it. Get home.
I know. Then my alarm went off, and then I had to wake up.
The alarm. They mess everything.
They do.
Up.
Rude.
God damn it. Yeah,
rude.
So rude.
Cheers
to Sauvignon Blanc.
I'm enjoying it quite thoroughly.
They're one landmark of an elementary school with a high top.
That's all they have: an FM radio station, and an elementary school. So I would say like skip it on the wine tour because it's not. It's not worth it.
If you want to order it online, Sauv Blanc, just get one, but you don't have to go there.
No, I didn't see anything other than the inside. Like I didn't even see the outside. But I think like
the school.
I think the most interesting part of this dream was like the whole language thing. How like I knew they spoke another language, but I couldn't make that up in my head.
I know that's interesting, but you wouldn't have been able to explain it
if
it had been in another language either. So it's like your brain was smart enough to like translate for you. They may have been speaking to you in French and you may have been responding in French, but in your dream.
A Matrix thing. Like, I just know everything.
Did you take the red pill or the blue pill?
I took both pills. No, I took the red elevator, the red mini elevator. Does that count? The red elevator.
I'm like, I love that you're just going to throw both pills in your mouth and see what happens.
Yep. Because that's what happens. That's what I do.
That was awesome.
Thank you for sharing. That was like one of the craziest, longest ones I had.
Too bad we can't analyze your dreams.
Oh, wait. I have pictures.
Yes! Where are the pictures? Is it of the elevator?
I have both the sink fiasco and the elevator.
I forgot about this sink fiasco.
If you're part of our sleepover squad, you get to see these pictures because we're actually putting this whole episode all the way through. No cuts, no edits on our sleepover squad. So you get the whole thing from beginning to the end, including the bathroom break we're about to take.
I was going to say, I've got to go pee. Can we take a bathroom?
All of a sudden, it's got to have like one of those intermission things, like do 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 do. Concession stand. Get your walking hot dog.
Let's all go to the lobby.
That's it. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby.
Go to the lobby and have ourselves a treat.
I think it's a treat. I love it. Okay. Wow, you get the dancing on that one too.
Oh, yeah, so a little bit.
Okay, maybe you can explain it for our bestie who's not part of the sleepover. I'm gonna cover up the bottom part because I don't want you to see both yet.
Oh, one picture at a time. This is the sink fiasco.
This is the sink fiasco.
Okay, hang on. Oh, it's a stick person.
They're always stick people. I can't draw.
I see the 45-degree angle, and I see you trying to pull it the
whole island.
the island back, and I see the water coming. It's your pictures. I think are maybe getting better.
That is very kind of you to say because I know they're not. Okay. Here's what I need. I need an artist bestie out there to help. Yeah. To help with this. If I could just have my own little artist bestie that could.
We need a coffee table book of your dream.
But images. I'm gonna have. I have the idea. I'm the idea person, and someone else is the artist because I can't draw worse shit. Okay. So here's the second one.
Oh my God, that is exact. And you're holding on.
Yep.
And I love your little green bag. She's got her green bag. It looks like a little like gondola. Yeah, like a single person gondola.
That's it.
Yeah. That's a good picture, Mindy.
Thank you. Well, if you have any crazy dreams like what do you call them, Brooke? Wackadoo dreams.
Wackadoo.
Then you can send them into our show because we'd love to share them. So remelations@gmail.com. Submit your dreams. Submit your dream stories. Because I'm not the only one out there. I know. If I am, then I'm like the prodigy of dreamers. That I would
You are something special.
I'd be like a prophet in the old days.
Are you calling yourself?
I am a prophet of Sauvignon Blanc. That's it. I claimed it. Yes. I claimed it.
Claimed it. Prophet of Sauvignon Blanc.
That's how I'm going to get my
Very nice to meet you.
You're welcome. You may have a bottle of wine.
Thank you. Oh my God. Thank you for your permission.
Absolutely. Do you want me to do the next one then?
Do you want to
go to a
question?
Or we can do a question.
Let's do some questions. Okay.
Oh my God, this episode's gonna be like 3 hours long.
It's gonna be a doozy. It's gonna be wackadoo.
I haven't eaten yet, and I've been drinking a lot of wine, so watch out.
Okay. Yeah, Same thing, except for not wine.
Okay, I'm going to mix these up.
Okay.
So we've got some questions that our besties out there have selected and submitted for us to read and ask us. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to mix them up here.
I'm a little nervous.
There's some good ones. I know you've got some too, but I'll start. Okay. This one comes from Sophia from Chicago.
Oh, okay.
What celebrity hashtag do you wish most would respond?
I know immediately. Jeff Goldblum.
Oh, yes. He's up there with me. He's up there.
Because he would be so weird and crazy and fun. I think it would be.
I would love to know.
We would just jam. I think we would just get along. I think he would have a great time. And
his wife responded to our tweet. So who knows?
So
Come on, Jeff.
So close.
Jeff,
well, who's yours then?
I would say I would go with Lady Gaga because I also think that she's got an incredible imagination. And I would love to know what she dreams.
Could you imagine having Jeff Goldblum and Lady Gaga on one of our shows at the same time? Could you imagine that?
No,
interaction?
I would die.
I would die and just give up. Be like,
die.
I would die and die.
And I would float above my body and I'd be like, that's me dead. Do you have a question for us as well?
Oh, I do. Let's see. It's funny because this one is kind of a celebrity one too. It's just, who is your celebrity crush? I know mine, like right off the bat.
Okay, then you just got to answer first.
Oh, I love me my Jensen Ackles from Supernatural. He is.
We did ask his hashtag.
Oh my God, how could I have not picked that hashtag? I don't know. I feel
no, because you got to balance it out. You got to balance it out.
I really feel like Jeff Goldblum would be a great hashtag, but I love me some Jensen. I know we've talked about it before.
It's way harder for me because I do not follow as much as you do.
Oh, well, that's okay.
I would say
pick a crush from the past.
Oh God,
yeah, like a celebrity crush from
okay,
the
good
past.
question.
Yeah.
Okay, so if I was a 13-year-old me, I would say Devon Sawa.
Sorry, I forgot about him.
I had his posters all over my bedroom, like the end of Casper.
Casper,
my love.
See, I was thinking like Idle Hands.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just have to, I would say that's 13-year-old me answering this question.
That's fine.
So, okay,
you can be whatever age when you answer the question. Yes, thank you.
Perfect. Okay, so I have this story. Okay, so.
This is not a dream.
No, this is not a dream. So I have like Google alerts set up to like let me know like when people type in or like when there's certain articles about things about dreaming. So like if the word dream study comes up, I get a notification. So, because it's just, I love to know about it. Hence the podcast. So this one came up. I was in one of my long shower sessions the other day. And I'm
showers?
Just like, my 47-minute shower. I'm sitting there and I'm like looking at this article.
So wait, you can look at your phone in the shower?
Oh, you just Ziploc bag it. You put your phone in a freezer Ziploc bag, quart size, and I just sit there on my phone. And
you know what I'm going to get you? It's like the lanyard I wore when I'm like in the ocean, and you have your phone in it because it's waterproof.
That works too. That works too. Yeah. I mean, it'd be like better than using plastic bags. Yeah, we'll work on the water some other time.
Put your phone in a Ziploc bag when you're in the shower.
These are things that only my husband knows about me, but now like everyone's gonna know about me.
I love it. Well, that's okay.
Fine.
We're open books.
We tell you everything. Okay, so I'm gonna take you to Ghana, Africa.
We're going to another foreign country.
Okay, August 12th. 42-year-old married farmer Kofi Atta was enjoying a nice afternoon while his wife was away at an event. After a long morning, he was quite exhausted, so he sits down on the chair and slowly dozes off.
Okay.
A short while later, neighbors hear screaming from his house.
Kofi, what's wrong?
Concerned, they rushed into his home to check on their beloved neighbor.
Oh, no.
What the neighbors saw was a gruesome sight.
Oh, my God.
Mr. Atta was standing soaked in blood from his waist down.
What's happening? What's going on?
His wife was informed by the neighbors she had to get home. So his wife quickly returned home to find the gruesome scene.
What the hell?
Soon she realized Her husband was bleeding profusely from his genital region.
What happened? Did someone bite his dick off?
She grabbed a diaper to try to stop the bleeding and drove him to the nearest hospital.
Why didn't the neighbors do this? They waited for her to get all the way home?
I don't know. Don't know what life's like
diapies,
there.
Though. That's good that she had some diapers.
I mean, it's smart thinking on her part, really.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's very absorbent. It's smart.
Very absorbent.
Good for you, Mrs. Otta. Okay. Mr. Otta was in critical condition, but he was stabilized and given fluids. What happened next, you ask?
I do.
When Mr. Otta fell asleep, he had a dream.
Okay.
He had a dream he was beginning to help his wife prepare the evening's dinner.
Okay.
By slaughtering a goat.
Oh no!
However,
he slaughter his own?
He abruptly woke when he had realized he had not slaughtered a goat, but instead cut off his manhood.
What kind of dream is this?
And then
you could sleep through cutting your dick off? Kofi! Kofi might be the most deep sleeper in the history of the world.
Right? And then I wrote, he cleaved his own penis.
He cleaved it. He sure did. He sure cleaved it.
It's not a goat, Kofi.
No.
It's not a goat.
I'm sorry. They don't even look alike. A goat and a penis?
And I mean, this is a true story. So God help you, Kofi, with your recovery.
Yeah, could they sew it back on, or what happened? Do we know?
4% of people have the parasomnia of sleepwalking.
Yes.
So
that's only 4%?
4%.
Wow.
That's according to a Newsweek article I read.
Okay.
And I'll put links to, of course, this whole story from New York Post and Mashable. So when asked after he kind of woke up and was kind of more aware about what happened, Mr. Otter replied, and this is translated, so it's not 100% correct. I sat in the chair and I dozed off. I slept. I dreamed about cutting meat in front of me. I don't remember how I got the knife. I was so confused. That's his direct quote.
This is scary, though, because if Kofi has the ability to cut his own dick off, what else can he do? When it's not involving his own pain. He didn't realize grabbing a knife. What if his wife were there and he was trying to chop her off?
The goat?
She could have been the goat.
Oh, well, I'm glad it's his own goat. I mean,
his own goat.
He got his own goat.
He cleaved it.
But so once he got to the hospital, he was afraid he was not going to be able to afford the medical treatment. But 6 weeks later, well, the timing's off a little bit, so I'm not sure how accurate this is. Media outlets reported the man had successfully undergone penis attachment surgery and was even able to achieve an erection.
Wow, Kofi, go ahead with your bad self.
It must have been a sharp knife.
I mean,
that's serrated shit.
Or hot, that it cauterized and cut the wound at the same time to preserve it.
Here's the worst part. So
there's a
when I was well, yeah, it is pretty bad. But as I was looking through this, articles, they had this video. I did find a picture that was labeled graphic, but I did click on it, and there was just bandage over it.
Oh, well,
but other videos had just people slicing random pieces of meat and hot dogs.
Yeah!
I was no, because it just added to the story so much. It was upsetting to see this, reading the story and then just seeing this hot dog being sliced. I was
no, this isn't right.
No,
this doesn't feel right.
But anyhow, I thought that was
it's a good story, though.
But bad for Kofi type story.
But I guess good for Mrs. Kofi. I forget what their last name is because
Otta.
He seemed to get back to his healthy self.
He might have to have a couple weeks in a sling, but
in a sling, a dick sling, It happens.
I don't even know how they would work. Is it semi-soft? Is it a hard cast?
I bet it's a cast. It'd have to be a cast, right?
I wonder, do we have any prostate doctors that could maybe elaborate on this for us? Let us know. How does it work when one's
dick breaks?
genitalia
or
gets severed.
has to be
Sewed on?
There's
There's blood vessels. I mean, it seems like a very complicated surgery.
It is. When it's completely severed, you have to reattach the nerves and the blood vessels and all
that
that.
was what's happened to the hot dog. And I think pork loin was another one I saw.
Like a kielbasa.
Who wants to go to one of those all meat buffets?
Like Tejas de Brazil or whatever
yes.
it's called. It's like
Not
shaving
me.
the meat off.
Not me.
Directly onto your plate.
Okay, so now you've got some fun stuff.
Mm-hmm. And I have to apologize ahead of time because doing Mad Libs can sometimes, I'm going to try to read them.
Oh, so we should explain what we're doing.
Yes,
first,
we're going to do some slumber party things like that Mindy and I used to do at our sleepovers.
Oh, yes.
And we used to do Mad Libs, and I found some sleep or dream or slumber party related Mad Libs that we're going to do.
Fun.
And I often have a very difficult time getting through reading them due to laughter, but that's what makes them fun.
So we want our bestie to follow along, right?
Follow along, yes.
Bestie, okay. Here's what you need to do, because we really want to hear your story.
Mm-hmm.
So grab a piece of paper and grab a pen. And so when Brooke mentions what type of word she needs, I want you to write it down.
Yes.
Because we're going to use this in our Facebook group.
Mm-hmm.
And we want to hear how your story turned out.
All of
your Mad Libs.
All of the Mad Libs are going to be different. We're so excited.
Oh my God. That's going to be good. So please take a second. Pen, paper. We'll give you a minute. Oh, wait. What's the concession song again?
Let's all go to the lobby.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
Oh, look at you go.
That's all I remember.
Okay, well, excellent. Okay. Make sure it's in a notebook. As long as you have one little piece of the notebook. And make sure it's a pencil, not a crayon.
Don't use a crayon. You can't use crayons.
You might get caught. Use a pencil.
So we do have some audience participation with words they've selected, nouns, verbs, adverbs, adjectives.
Fun. So some of our local besties had written in some suggestions for
so we're going to read a couple. We're going to draw randomly our nouns and adverbs.
Oh, Brooke has a little thing of, did you cut them up?
Look
at, oh my, okay. Wow. Bestie. Brooke's got some freezer-sized Ziploc bags. This is Virgo's.
Verbs.
With labeled, of course, of each noun, verbs, adverbs. Okay. She's got
adjectives.
Oh, she's got them all.
I got them
love it. This is part of the reason why I love you. Just want to love you.
I love that you appreciate that they're in Ziplocs and labeled.
Yep. That's how we roll.
I only had gallon-sized ones, so.
It works.
I'll take the papers out and use them for something else. Don't worry. Okay. Should we start with one?
Yes. Can you please? Yes. I'm so ready.
All right. Let me. Oh, and also we used to do teen magazine quizzes and all that fun stuff. So we'll do a couple of those as well. But let's start with this one's called. Sorry. I got to make some room. Let's get packing, okay? So I'm not going to say anything more than that.
Let's get packing. Okay. I mean, I didn't pack enough for my trip to Sauvignon Blanc, so
you need to. Maybe this will be some informative,
helpful.
Yes, helpful information for you. So the first thing we need is a noun. So I'm going to draw it. Pool.
Okay.
Okay. Got to write it down here, guys. Hang on.
Okay. How about you read it? And I'll write down because then otherwise I have to edit out all of. I can keep you talking, but I can edit out my whole section of the sound of writing.
Oh, okay, cool. Next one is an adjective.
Adjective, yeah.
I was joking.
Describing word, if you don't know.
Juicy. We need another noun, and that's gonna be butthole.
Was this submitted by your brother?
It could have been. Now we need another adjective. Sweaty. It's getting sexy.
Sweaty butthole. It's gonna be good.
In here. We need a plural.
I don't know if I spelled sweaty right, but
good
enough.
We'll figure
you know
it
what
out.
I mean.
Okay, next.
It might be sweetie.
It could be sweetie.
I don't know.
Plural
noun.
Bestseller.
Salads.
Salads.
Okay.
I need another noun. Spaceship.
Okay.
Now this one I don't have prepared, so you can add to this one. Part of the body, plural. I mean, we already have butthole, so you can't pick that one.
Eyelashes.
Okay, write it down. Okay, we need a verb, you guys. We've got a verb coming up. And it is dream. Come on.
Oh,
it's
nice.
Dream.
Wasn't that?
I know.
Isn't that convenient?
That nice. And now we have an adjective. Loud.
That is Brooke's laugh.
That is what it says here. Okay, we have another one. Celebrity. Name a celebrity. It's all you, baby.
Oh, God. Oh, where do I even start? I mean, I got to go Johnny Depp.
Do it. Do it.
Gotta go
At
it.
least
I
it's
gotta
not
do it.
Amber Heard.
Gotta do it. I got my bag of pint of wine tonight. Gonna go with Johnny.
And we need another verb, which is drive. Oh, here's our first adverb, you guys. It's getting exciting now. Adverb, patiently. Patiently.
Okay, I did not spell that one right
That's
either.
all right.
Okay, perfect.
We're almost finished with this first one. We need another
This
adjective.
half piece of paper is almost gone.
Sharp. Adjective, sharp. And a noun, ceiling fan, as one would pick.
Of course.
Let's finish here. Just a couple more. Okay, so we got another verb, leak. Leak. Leak.
Not like the vegetable onion thing. Okay.
Thing.
A leak.
And we need a verb ending in ing. So we've got dancing.
Our favorite thing to do.
Oh my God. This is a good one. We have one noun and one adjective left. The noun is box of wine.
Yes. Is it Sauvignon Blanc?
I doubt it. And then the last adjective is expensive.
Box of wine and expensive usually do not go together, but we'll be interested to
see
see how this plays out.
We'll see how it goes.
So how about this? How about you read it and I will put in
you'll
say the things.
You'll
Does that
say
work?
the thing. Okay. So when I pause, you'll read the word.
Just point to me or something so I know it's my cue. Cue.
All right, so we'll get started. It's called Let's Get Packing.
Okay. What are we packing?
If you're going to a sleepover at a friend's
pool,
here's a
juicy
list of things to put in your overnight
butthole. A juicy list of things to put in your butthole. So get it ready, guys.
Just your overnight butthole.
Not a 7-day butthole. Just an overnight butthole. Okay.
Okay. So number one, it says number one.
Sweaty.
Pajamas.
Gross.
And a change of
salads
for the next day.
Well, at least we're eating healthy.
I'm glad there's salads there. Number two, a tooth
spaceship for brushing your eyelashes.
Ooh, that could work.
You know, they have the whole Artemis thing going up in space now. Right, it makes sense.
Work.
I mean, we're just supporting NASA.
We are. We're good like that.
Yeah, I got my spaceship eyelashes.
This is going to be a little dating, but some CDs. So you and your
well,
friends.
No, wait. This is perfect for our era, though.
This is a perfect.
We were right between tapes and CDs.
Mm-hmm.
We had and Napster.
Oh, and, Napster!
My kids are like, "You live in the best era. You get all of it."
Everything.
I'm like, is it? I don't know. But
I don't know. It's
I think
different.
it is. It's pretty good.
I think we had a pretty good time growing up.
Okay, so what about our CDs?
Okay, so number 3, some CDs, so you and your friends can
dream
to your favorite
loud
tunes. I guess
I think that
kind of makes sense. So it's not.
No, I don't think I dream to my loud tunes.
I don't dream to my loud tunes, but I shimmy to my loud.
Someday
tunes.
maybe we should write an app that's like dream sounds and like. The Remelations app of dreamscapes.
Dreamscapes. I love it. And it's just me going, sleep soundly. I'm just kidding.
Or as my niece says, when the boom hits at the beginning, you wake me up every fucking time. So can you just like remove that boom? I'm like, no. It's part of the podcast.
Nope,
okay.
So
we have our loud dreams.
Okay. Number 4, magazines with someone like
Johnny Depp
on the cover and articles about how to
drive. patiently.
Yes. I think more people need to learn how to drive patiently.
I agree with that. Oh, speaking of sidebar.
Yes.
It's been a while. Sidebar. So my youngest and I went to the mall a couple days ago to get some back to school clothes. And we're driving down an interstate. You know, speed limit is 70. I'm probably going 80.
Yeah.
I'm in the far left lane, and I'm passing a car that's in the middle lane.
Okay,
we have,
yeah.
3 or 4 lanes here.
Got it.
And there comes this loud-ass motorcycle that literally went between our lanes as we were next to each other.
No.
And I was like, do you have a death wish?
They must. My dad calls it, I think what it was, because I used to get so mad at those stupid motorcycles that would whiz
in between two cars going 70 miles an hour. What the hell is wrong with you?
He called it either broomsticking or
okay,
something.
Harry Potter.
I don't know. That's definitely not my dad. But it was like a thing where I guess, I don't know if it
Lane splitting.
Where you would
Is that what it's called?
A broomstick out your door because then it would hit like the motorcycle.
Well, that's not nice.
It's not nice, but that's something I learned.
But he had to, if I was going near 80, he had to be going at least 130.
That's
that
so
fast.
Stupid.
Like to the point where if I looked to change lanes behind me and I changed lanes, I wouldn't have seen how fast he came up on me.
Boom, he would just been gone.
And then like a minute and a half later, his buddy like just zooms against another lane. I'm like, wow.
You guys do have a death wish. Seriously? Oh my God.
Don't do it. Okay, so drive patiently.
Drive patiently, everybody.
Okay.
Number 5, a
sharp ceiling fan.
Light. Oh my God, these are like making sense.
A sharp ceiling fan?
Well, not the
light?
sharp, but a ceiling fan light is
I mean, you do need it.
Yeah, a sharp ceiling fan
I love a good ceiling fan.
A sharp one, too. Will help you to
leak
in the dark.
No, we don't need to leak in the dark.
While you stay up.
Dancing
into the wee hours of the
box of wine.
To the wee hours.
The wee hours of the box of wine totally makes sense. And if I am dancing in the wee hours, I've had kids, I am leaking. It happens.
I am leaking and
it happens.
It leaks sometimes.
What are you going to do?
In the wee hours
what are you gonna do?
Of the morning.
I'm dancing.
You're dancing. You can't control that stuff.
No.
Okay, we're almost finished. Here's the last thing. If you follow this checklist, you should have a really
expensive
sleepover.
Well, I don't know about that.
Some of those made sense. It usually is so goofy.
That was pretty good.
That one actually made sense, some of them.
Bestie, we're going to put this in the Facebook group. Again, join if you haven't. Revelation Besties. We're going to put these in the Facebook group so you can put your own things in it so we know what you wrote
share
down.
your Mad Libs with us so we can read them and laugh.
Oh my God, yes, please.
Yes, we want to hear it.
I think this episode might have to be like a 2-parter.
It might have to be
because we are we're 2 hours into
We're
this.
like 3 hours into this, right?
And the wine is still flowing.
And the birthday extravaganza, though, it's an extravaganza.
It might have extravaganza. It might have to be a 2-parter.
This is a 2-parter.
I think it might have to be.
I think it might have and I think it would be fun because
there's too much.
There's too much going on. We have to keep going.
That was way too much fun to pack into one episode. So stay tuned. Next week, we're sharing part 2. But until then,
sweet dreams, bitches!